Hey guys, welcome back to Southern Wealth. Maybe just a quick update. There's been some rumors in Washington. Is it true? Is it not? Difficult to say. That both parties are actually not very happy with our own Mr. Burns, the head of the SEC, Gary Gensler. Now, as I spoken many times before, we've been in situations in the world where innovation on the financial world was taking place, and there was a clear capital, London in the past, for example, which ended up getting a bad or an incompetent or a outright idiotic regulator. Did that innovation stop? No. Did the world stop and forgot about it? No. What happened? The financial capital of the world became New York. What happened to that regulator in the UK? Oh, they ended up copying the regulation that the US innovated. Now, in the crypto world, is happening the same thing. However, on the reverse. The UK has a much more clear regulatory framework. That's why Binance wants to get regulated over there. You have other areas in the globe, like Dubai, like Singapore, like Hong Kong, which the incentives, not Singapore, the Hong Kong and Dubai, where the incentives for the crypto world are actually quite high. And even the European Union, which typically lags and just copies whatever the US does, they're actually developing a framework that makes much more sense than the one in the US, which is basically no framework. I mean, Gary Gensler was asked, is Ethereum a security? I mean, Ethereum is out for 8 years. Sorry, actually 8 to 9 years actually. How much longer do you need to decide? I mean, why can't you decide? Can't you tell? I mean, this guy was giving lectures in the past about blockchain and cryptos and about how 3/4 of the crypto market were not securities. And now he says either he classifies things as securities, he doesn't know if they are securities, he's confused about it. I mean, what people want is regulatory clarity. Now, are cryptos securities? Well, it kind of depends, right? Because there are about 20 being launched every hour, so it's difficult to make certain assessments. Now, for example, are you just interacting with the code? For example, does it have staking? But the staking is derived by the parameters of the code, yes or no. That is not a security in principle. Now, when you put your money on an exchange and you give it to the exchange and the exchange promises to give you more money, that's actually security, because you're putting your money in a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others. So that's actually a security. But it would be very helpful if you had some kind of guideline. For example, if crypto has these conditions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a security. If it doesn't, it's not a security. Simple. This guy has had years to make anything. And the big criticisms of him is that so he barely does anything for months at the end, and then he starts dropping regulation after regulation after regulation, almost on a daily basis, that is impossible for people to actually review and make an assessment of the impact in the economy. And due to that, rumors in Washington is that both parties, actually Republicans and Democrats, which basically disagree on everything, are actually in agreement that this guy is an idiot. And even if some of them agree with him, the public's opinion of him is so bad that I think his days are numbered, which will be good news for the crypto market. Now, XRP community, please don't get mad at me. There are ways you can say XRP works kind of as a security. I mean, to be honest, my opinion, at the end of the day, it is not, but it's one of the closest. But my point is, if you cannot successfully classify XRP as a security, you are completely wrecked, because all the others are much less of a case than XRP. So to be seen, but I hope actually these rumors are actually true, and that the US can keep at least being one of the leaders in the financial innovation, and don't be completely destroyed by the actions of a single person. So that is actually my update on this, and we'll see you in the next one.